Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name's Flora. I'm so happy you're here. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Oh my goodness. Today, it's cold, it's Christmassy. First of all, I've made the most gorgeous matcha. Amazing. I also was really creative this morning. I made blueberry syrup that is in this bowl that I'm waiting for it to fully cool down before I can go store it in the fridge. But today we are making cinnamon rolls. I'm so excited. I love cinnamon rolls and I made these last week to test out the recipe and they're so good. Literally me and my family went through like all of them in like 2 nights. So this is so exciting. The recipe I'm using is from the little blog of Vegan. I'll link it in the description down below. And I am using like pre-made, like pre-rolled puff pastry for this. Because who's got the time to make puff pastry? Who do you think I am? 400? No. So, if I can ever open this, I did defrost them in the fridge overnight. Because I've learned from my mistake last time, when I made them last week, I didn't realise you had to defrost the frozen ones. So I wasted a whole roll of puff pastry. But this time, we've got both rolls. Because I actually defrosted them both. And I feel like defrosting them both overnight has worked out a lot better. Because it says on the packaging you can either defrost them in the fridge overnight or leave them out like on your kitchen countertop for like 2.5 hours. I did that last time, but I feel like it just looks a lot nicer, like it's fully like properly defrosted this time. So yeah, I'm rolling these each out onto like a large baking tray. I'm not going to cook one of these, obviously, but it's just so that it's like flat to like roll around, basically. And they're like like literally a centimetre longer than the baking tray. So I'm having to like proper spread it out. But yeah. And then I've got some on here. And so the first step, preheat the oven. Done. Then unroll the puff pastry. Done. Melt butter in the microwave. I feel like I'm all bleeping it out. I've already melted the butter because I was like, you don't need to be hearing my microwave go for like 30 seconds. So I've got 40 grams of butter. I use Flora because it's named after me. That's true fact, I promise. And this is allowed to cool for a few minutes. It's been like a couple minutes since I melted it, so I'm sure that is cool. And then stir the sugar and cinnamon. Oh, I need to start in a separate bowl, don't I? Let me go get a bowl. Got a bowl. Now it says 90 grams of, oh, you can't even see me, I'm so sorry. Okay. 90 grams of light brown sugar. I've got both light brown sugar and dark brown sugar because when I was in Aldi shopping for this, I didn't know which one I was supposed to have. I just remembered that it was supposed to be brown sugar. So I might like mix them both together. And at the end of the day, I know baking is like a science or whatever, but is it bad if I've got too much sugar? I hardly know. So oh, that's 95 grams. I can't be bothered to spoon some out. Just gonna add a bit of dark brown sugar in there as well for the vibes, you know. Because I feel like the recipe is for just like 1 roll of pastry, whereas I've got 2, so obviously I need more. The oven's fully heated. Amazing. Okay, well, dark brown sugar is like not wanting to come out of the bag. Did anyone else just used to like eat dark brown sugar as a kid? Because I definitely ate them way too much. And then it says 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I am choosing to measure this with my heart. So will it be 2 teaspoons? Absolutely not. That's quite a lot of cinnamon. Also, oh my god, I forgot. I've got cinnamon, like sweet cinnamon. Like this is what you're supposed to use like on top of like a coffee or something. And we're gonna put this in as well. It's gonna be like extra cinnamony. Some cinnamon already got everywhere, but that's okay. Now, it says to use a food, oh, I need to mix this together, don't I? Spoon. Oh, I'm finding my spoon. There we go. So it says to use a food grade brush to brush over the butter. I don't own a brush because like I'm vegan, so I've never had to like egg wash like anything ever. I'm like 99% sure, unless my stepdad has one hidden away somewhere. But I don't think we do. I've got a spatula though, so I feel like that's my best bet. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing a brush anywhere. So let's use a spatula. And it just says to brush the melted butter over the entire sheet of pastry. Okay, maybe the spatula isn't the best idea, but I feel like maybe if I like spoon the butter out and then use the spatula to like spread it out, that feels like it might be a better way of doing this. I need to make sure I've got like even amounts on each roll of pastry as well. Trying to make sure I'm getting it like right into all of the nooks and crannies, like all the edges and everything. That looks well buttered, so let's put the rest on here. I can go over there. Also, if anyone's worried about my hair being down and like in it, this is literally just for me and my parents. And let's face it, I've got long hair that sheds everywhere. They've probably eaten my hair before. Amazing. So that's all nice and spread out. Trying to like make sure it gets into like all of the little creases and stuff. Okay, so here's the vibe. All nice and spread out. Also, you are currently just resting on top of a jar of pasta because I couldn't be bothered to go upstairs and get my tripod. So now we've got a top with cinnamon sugar. Let's do that. This is the fun bit because, again, can you have too much sugar? No. Doctors may disagree. I disagree with doctors. Not Meredith Grey though, my queen. I'm trying to make sure it's like evenly coated, because at the end of the day I can always just mix up more like cinnamon, sugar stuff. I like to have like a thick layer of the filling as well, because then you get more cinnamon, duh. And that's the whole point of the cinnamon roll, like the cinnamon is there. And also it's rolled up, so if there's some bits that are a little bit more thicker than others, when it's rolled up, it's gonna like even it out, you feel me? So, and then I'm just using my spoon, the back of the spoon, to like sort of make sure it is evenly sort of spread out, because you want everyone to get a nice amount of cinnamon. So yeah, what I might do is get more of my ground cinnamon, like the sweet stuff, and just chuck it over to make sure it's all effectively cinnamoned, because that's English. So amazing. There we go. So what do we do next? Use a knife or pizza roller to cut the pastry to small 1.5 inch or however large/small you want the rolls. See, what I did last time was I rolled it up first and then I cut it, because I found that was way easier. So I'm going to do that again, instead of like cutting it and then rolling them all individually. Also, I need to grab a tray to like put all of that in. I'm using this. It's a brownie dish, but last time one roll of puff pastry effectively filled like half of it, so I'm thinking 2 rolls, the whole thing. You feel me? We need to put baking paper down as well, but I've got so much baking paper on these that I feel like maybe I should just like roll these up and then put the baking paper underneath, like on there. You feel me? Hopefully. So let's roll this up. How do I do this? Can you like fold over first? Amazing. I'm going a long way, like, I wish there was a way. Can I like put you down here to see? Amazing, now you can see what I'm doing. I'm like, by the way, I did wash my hands before filming, so like don't stress, okay? How cutesy is that? We've got a whole little roll. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one and then I'm gonna use the baking paper from here to like put in the tray. So, say use a knife or pizza roller. I am just gonna use a knife. Knife, and then inch or inch and a half. That feels right. Okay, that was going to be a really skinny one because I didn't really do it evenly enough. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. So I'm going to pop these on like the extra bit of baking roll there for now, whilst to like transfer it across. And then baking roll in there, amazing. Get rid of this. And it says to put them like spacing them out so they've got room to grow, but also low-key, I feel like I'm gonna have so many that maybe we haven't got room to space them out as much as I would like. But that's okay, because then they'll all be like joined together. And that's so cutesy. Okay. Okay, guys, I might have made quite a lot, but that's okay. We can have really closely like joint together with this. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. And just roll them up. Maybe these ones I should roll that way. Show them. Oh no, it's fine. We'll go with it. This has reminded me, last year I tried to make a Yule log and I just completely failed at the rolling bit, but that was because it's like a baked cake. I want to try again this year though, so I'm here for my redemption arc. I'm trying to roll it like as tight as possible so it doesn't come undone. That works, yeah. And then again, we'll just chopping that up. Okay, I've managed to chop these ones a little bit more evenly, so that's useful. And now we're just going to try and arrange them in the pan so they've got some space, but like, oh, you can't even see that anyways. Amazing. Oh, you're falling over. Why are you falling over? Please don't. I don't like that. That's scary. Okay. Now, I'm going to be real with you. They don't look the prettiest just in the tin. But they'll do. How much do I put them in for? 12 to 15 minutes. I seem to remember when I did them last time, they took quite a while longer than that though. So I've got so much excess baking powder. We're going to put them in for 14 minutes and then I'll be back. So, yeah. Okay, so we're back. The cinnamon rolls are out of the oven. They look so good and they're like swimming in like a little pool of cinnamon butter. Oh, it looks so nice. I'm making the glaze now. It's a cream cheese glaze, so I'm using vegan Philadelphia. This is just the plain one. This is what I used last time and it was so good. And so first of all, add in the butter. Oh, I'm supposed to mix them together first, but that's why it didn't work as well last time. Anyways, so I need to mix together. It says half a tablespoon of like the Philadelphia, but I feel like low-key I want to put more. I'm gonna put like a whole tablespoon in. I love Philadelphia. Maybe I'll put a tablespoon and a half because I feel like you want cream cheese frosting to have like cream cheese flavour, you know? Anyways, then 30 grams of dairy-free butter. This is why I put more as well because I've got like barely any butter left in here, like literally scraping the bowl. So just replace some of the butter with just cream cheese, you know what I mean? Because that was 5 grams. Okay, we've only got like 14 grams of butter, but because I did like triple the amount of cream cheese that I'm supposed to, I feel like maybe it's enough, you know? And then I need to mix this together. I need to get my whisk back out. You're supposed to, it says to use like an electric whisk. I don't own an electric whisk, and I can't be asked to get the whole like big KitchenAid like stand mixer out. So we're just not. We're just gonna mix this together by hand. And then we need to add in 140 grams of icing sugar. Now, I don't think I have 140 grams, but we'll just put everything in there, in here. Whoa, okay, that's 60 grams. See, there's stuff in there, but it's like stuck to the bottom. Can I like, yep. I'm grabbing a fork and I'm just gonna try and like separate it because it's all like stuck in a clump. Oh, that's really squeaky, I don't like that. Okay, well we've got 60 grams instead of 140, but you know what, we're just gonna have to vibe with it. We've also got vanilla extract, which it says a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I may have put a tablespoon. Not my problem. And then I'm gonna whisk this together. I remember when I did this last week, I ended up adding some like oat milk into it because when you just whisk it like this, it doesn't turn like runny, it just kind of goes like solid. And you don't want the solid, you know? So maybe I do need to try and like scrape off some more icing sugar, because this is like barely anything. Okay, that was again barely anything, but it's fine. Let's put a bit of oat milk in it to make it a bit more like runnier. Is that a good like glaze consistency? I don't know. I feel like I want it a little bit runnier. I feel like that's better. We'll go with that. Do I need to hunt through. I really don't think I've got any more icing sugar, which is so annoying. So, will any more come out of this? Apparently not. Taste test it and then see if anything else is needed. That is very nice. I'm going to put more vanilla in because I just love vanilla. Okay, that looks good enough, I've decided. Now, let's, if If I put you there, you're like not gonna be able to see anything. Okay, it's accidentally shut off the camera for a second. Oh, that's gonna fall over. This is called makeshift tripod. Yeah. So we're just gonna pour this over, I guess. Most of it's gone in between, but I'm not gonna lie to you, this looks fucking delicious. So I'm not gonna use the whisk anymore, don't worry guys. We're just gonna use a spoon to try and like scrape out as much as possible. Okay. That was so good. Here's what they look like in the tin. I want to eat one. Is it still like too hot? I feel like it's better to eat them warm, right? Okay, I've got one. I'm eating it because I'm hungry. It's so good, and you can like see all the little spirally bits. So good. Highly recommend. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it's inspired you to do some like Christmassy baking. And like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video.